Hey, this is Marc Pritchett with RUSH Ministries, and I'm standing here with the one and only Colton Dixon. Colton, man, what an honor it is to hang out with you tonight.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me in, man.
We are so pumped, man, about having you come out to RUSH 2014 at the Atlanta Motor Speedway, and we're actually standing here with you right now at Winter Jam. You're about to go on and blow it out, man. Tell me what's going on in your life, bro.
Man, it has been it's been a crazy couple of years. Just since Idol, putting out my first record last year, working on my second record now. And,
oh wow!
And of course, Winter Jam's taken a good chunk of time as well. So it's just been crazy.
Absolutely, man. Talking about Idol, I followed you when you came out on Idol, and I noticed how they really would encourage you to kind of get away from your Christian roots, your platform, to maybe step over into a different genre of music. But man, you stood firm, and you stood firm to sing your Christian music and to stay true to who you are as a child of God. How has that impacted you since you left the show?
Man, just I was born and raised in a Christian home. My parents taught me really well. I'm really, really fortunate to have them. But really just about sticking to your roots and knowing who you are in the Lord. That's really what it comes down to. So it's not necessarily trying to be preachy on a television show like that. More just trying to live out your faith, and make that apparent. And if someone asks you about your faith, you know, more than happy to share. But so just in doing that and hearing people's responses and how they've either connected with me in that way or how that really just inspired them to take a second look at God and His plan for them. That I don't even know if it's possible. That's almost helped me more than it has them.
Wow.
It's just like it's so cool to see that God is using what I'm doing. Yeah. And to see that this ministry is totally His, you know, and He's doing it with it what He wants, and just really happy to be a part of it.
You know, it's interesting for you saying that, Colton. God, you know, God doesn't need us to be a part of His great story,
right?
But He uses us anyway.
Yeah.
And you know, one of the things that I would like to know, and I believe our viewers would like to know, who are some of your influencers that spoke into your life, invested in your life musically as well as spiritually? Who are those people that really helped you to become who you are today?
Yeah, I would say musically, I was raised with Christian music too, I would say, and so started with Casting Crowns, Stephen Curtis, Michael W. Smith, and then kind of got more and more rock as I grew up. So anywhere from Skillet to Red, or you name it, I loved it. But I would also say musically bands like 30 Seconds to Mars and The Fray, Coldplay, Switchfoot.
Gotcha.
Just really great, solid bands. But spiritually, man, I loved Casting Crown's message when I was growing up. It's just, they weren't really afraid to put anyone in their seat, whether you were in the church or not.
That's
and
amazing.
I loved that. They were just telling how it was, and if that offended people, it offended people, but it was the truth. And I loved that. But they were great. I've had so many spiritual leaders in my life, either mentor me or just kind of tell me, it's like, hey, the industry's going to be tough, but you gotta stay strong, and you gotta know who you are. And just little talks like that has helped me so much to get to where I am today.
Well, with that, our theme this year at RUSH 2014 on May 2nd and 3rd is Awakening. Is there a moment of reckoning for you, an awakening, an aha moment for you that you can go back to and say, you know, maybe that was the turning point, maybe it was Idol, but is there some point you can say that turned things for me? What moment was that for you in your life?
There was a moment while I was on American Idol where I felt really disconnected. Hadn't talked to friends or family in a while, and just remember feeling disconnected from God even. And just was reminded of the promise that God gave Moses: I will never leave you nor forsake you.
There you go.
And that actually inspired my song Never Gone. Just realizing that God was not only there the whole time, but He was walking me through the doors. So just to realize that, even though I'd heard it since I was little, just kind of that light bulb moment. Like
reaffirmed it for you.
Yeah, and
good deal, man.
Yeah.
Well, one final thing. I know we've got to go. You're about to go on stage at Winter Jam. It's going to be off the charts, man. But I want to encourage you guys to come out to RUSH 2014 May 2nd, 3rd. You're going to see Colton Dixon. You're going to kick that thing off for us, man. You're going to set a momentum for the weekend.
Yes, sir.
But I want you to just, in closing, look in that screen. Those kids, those young people that may never get a chance to talk to you personally, and just encourage them. Say something to them, and just encourage them in the faith, if you don't mind.
Yeah,
bro.
absolutely. Man, I really want to encourage you guys and just stay strong, and don't be afraid to be different. I'm kind of the persona of different. You look at my hair, it's a little bit different. I mean, you name it. And it's been like this since high school. Just because you're different doesn't mean you're any less better than anybody else. So just stay strong. And the final thing I'll say is, I call my first record a messenger. It comes from John 13:16. It says that no servant is greater than his master, nor is a messenger greater than the one who sent him. I'm just a messenger. It's all I am. And you guys are too if you want to be. So don't be afraid, and don't be ashamed of who you are in the Lord. And man, He'll do wonders through you. He's done it through me. I'm living proof. So if He can use me, He can definitely use you. So stay strong. See you guys.
If I had no